Tonight, a new rule will allow 18-year-olds to drive 18-wheelers across state lines. The federal government announcing the establishment of the initiative this month.
We're all right with these kids going into the military at the age of 18, being able to use weapons at the age of 18. They're able to vote at the age of 18. They should be able to do a very honest career in trucking at the age of 18, too, with proper training.
Federal law says 18-year-old truckers can only drive semi-trucks in-state. The Safe Driver Apprenticeship Pilot Program allows 18 to 20-year-olds to obtain a commercial driver's license, or CDL, to drive semi-trucks across state lines. Colton Rogowski is one of those teens who plans to participate.
I was originally on a path to go to college. However, it's a lot of money and a lot of time.
Instead, he went to trucking school and earned his CDL. He now hopes this program will increase his earning potential.
So this creates a lot more opportunities for me.
The apprenticeship also requires motor carriers, those providing the trucks, to meet specific criteria.
Are you planning to apply to participate in the apprenticeship program?
To give you an idea how archaic this is, right? Colton, who lives in Milwaukee, can't drive an hour and a half down the road to deliver in the state of Illinois.
Kurt Wrights is president of Contract Transport Services, one of many trucking companies that hopes to soon participate at a time when industry leaders say there are major trucker shortages.
We're short over 80,000 drivers today, an all-time high.
With prices up and a surge in demand for shipped goods, the country now turning to teens to take the wheel.
Unfortunately, the pandemic conditions were used to say we have a driver shortage and we need to tap into the teenage driving population.
The program has prompted critique from safety advocates who worry young drivers will be ill-equipped to drive trucks absent of truck safety features.
They're one of the most dangerous driving populations, and there's not significant training required.
Data released in November revealing a 36% increase in truck crash fatalities from 2010 to 2019. But that number was much higher for young drivers, with 16 to 20-year-olds seeing a 267% increase. Still, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration says the pilot program can continue up to 3 years.
It will ease the impact of supply chain issues right now that we're dealing with.
All right, we're going to have to wait and see if this works. Zinkley Asamoah joins us now from here in 30 Rock. So, Zinkley, it's a really interesting policy that could have an impact on our wallets and our grocery stores. But on the safety issue, what are the other restrictions involved in this pilot program?
Yeah, Tom. So the program involves 2 probationary periods where drivers need to clock hours on the road with a more experienced driver. That driver needs to be at least 26 years old. Apprentices are also prohibited from transporting passengers, hazardous materials, or trucks with more than one trailer. And the trucks they do drive have safety features like automatic braking and front camera capabilities. And that right there is the rub, Tom, because one of the key arguments of safety opponents to this program is that while trucks used on the program will be required to have safety mechanisms, once these 18 to 20-year-olds graduate from these programs, they might not be driving trucks with the same protections. We reached out to the Department of Transportation about these very concerns, but still have not heard back. Tom?
Okay, Zinkley, we thank you for that so much.